So I'm sure you're probably thinking, wow, JC, you got really nice looking scene here, you know, nice motivated lighting, nice little interview setup. Thank you very much. Well, in today's video, I actually want to go through how to expose SLOG3. Kind of a personal video, so I know for myself, but while I'm testing out, I may as well share it with you. So I'm going to be kind of going through this setup here, which is a fairly challenging scene on a sensor, having to expose outside when you're inside. So I have the nan light key light here blasting me down. I've got nan light tube giving me a little bit of fill this side. Currently I'm shooting this at plus 1.3 on the exposure meter, and that's what I'm going to kind of be going through. So I'm going to show you, actually let me just turn this on now so you can see what I can see essentially. So that is kind of going to be just the reference for where I'm exposed. I'm going to go through 0, 0 on the exposure, plus I'm not going to do all of them. I'll go plus 1, plus 2, and just kind of see roughly where's the best to expose for when you're grading, because right now I am using the gamma assist, which I do prefer using just when you are looking at SLOG3. It's a bit difficult and it's so flat to actually see the different colors, and I don't want to use them like external monitor. I can with like waveform and that kind of stuff. Yes, it's useful, but in every situation you don't have the external monitor. So I'm doing this just based on the exposure and kind of by eye. So yeah, let's see what the best exposure is. So I'll start with where I'm at now, because there's no point changing it, which is 1.3. I think that's long enough. And then I will now turn. I'm going to put it as stop down to where the ND is. 0.7. Let's go all the way down. 0, 0. Cool. So this is now 0, 0. I probably think this will be too dark from how it looks now, but we may as well check. Yeah, I think that's long enough. Wow, this looks very dark on the screen. Okay, what's now? You can see my reflection in the hello. Okay, let's go up now to plus 2. So it's flashing, means we're over plus 2. There, that is plus 2 now. Okay, cool. So that is 2, 0. I think I did 1.3, not 1. So let me go try 1.7 first, then I'll go to 1. Done this in a very strange order, but oh well. 1.7, cool. Yeah, seeing awkwardly, gotta love that. 1.0, please. Yep. Yep. And lastly, 0.7 is what I want to do. That's 1.3, so a little bit lower. Oh my god, this is annoying. Okay, cool. 0.7. Cool, so that is, I think, the main ones. I've done 0, 0.7, 1, 1.3, 1.7, and 2 stops overexposed, just to see what is what. I'll put them on the screen as well after I've had a look, just so we can see and compare ourselves what is best. And yeah, let's have a look. Cool, so the results are in. I've had a look at all the different clips, so I've done 6 different variations as you saw, and yeah, so I'll put them on the screen now as I go through them. So from what I can gather, using just the SLOG3 Rec 709 LUT provided by Sony or in DaVinci Resolve, just the standard Rec 709 LUT, the best exposure is 1.7 to 1.3 in that kind of range there. That seems to be the best, where you don't blow out anything, and that's doing absolutely nothing to your footage. Once you drop it into a timeline, put just that conversion LUT on and leave it there. I mean, personally, I would never, submit work to a client or create something myself just by doing that. But if all you are is, just putting your own, or not your own, but you're just putting a conversion LUT on, then yeah, 1.3 to 1.7 is probably the sweet spot. Not sure what that was. And then if you are doing anything further than adding on the Rec 709 conversion LUT, I'd probably suggest going between 1.7 to 2 stops over, just because a lot of the time when you add in more contrast and start to dial in your looks, the exposure tends to come down unless you are keeping it up depending on the look you're going for. But in my opinion, from what I've seen here and what you can see here, the best exposure for this is probably just to go with 1.7 to 2 stops over, as that seems to get the most realistic results. Exposing at 0 or 0.3 is definitely, just don't do that. It's a waste of time, waste of footage. Why? I don't know, because technically you shouldn't have to overexpose things, really. Like, the camera should come where you expose it at the right level, and it, when you put it back in post, it should look how it looks here. But yeah, so one, I would suggest, if you aren't already, use the gamma assist. Yeah, it's not the most accurate, but if you are in a pinch, it is a bit easier to get your exposure. Two, if you aren't doing anything more than adding the conversion LUT, go 1.3 to 1.7 stops over. If you're grading yourself, probably go 1.7 to 2 stops over. So I guess the sweet spot, 1.7, perfect. Keep it there when you are using SLOG3, and I think that's pretty much it. So if you have got a lesson, laugh, or a light bulb moment from this video, I really appreciate it. You could drop a like down below. If you are feeling extra nice, then you could just hit that subscribe button. But with that being said, I'm out of here, so catch you in the next one. See ya.